Hello guys and gals, we're back with another reaction video. We have, I haven't been actually reacting to a lot of the stuff that they've been, Pokemon Company's been putting out a lot of really good content. I just haven't been reacting to it. This was their latest video, I think. I just typed in Pokemon and this was the first thing that popped up. I think this is the video. But anyways, I think I've managed to remain practically spoiler free on this. This tells me, well, the other two videos or something was like megas or something. So one of these is probably a mega. Oh, you can't see the pointer. Sorry. One of these is probably a mega, or will turn into one. I don't know. But we'll find out. Let's see. Yeah, the official Pokemon YouTube channel that will be linked in the description along with this video. And we have another video to react to also after this one, which is the model in game, I guess, or something like that. Anyways, I'll figure it out. Anyways, we have, oh, this was from 6 days ago. Wow. Um, cool. Anyways, I'm looking at these tags up here, and it's kind of interesting. See, like Pokemon Violet and Pikachu and games and animation. Anyways, I think all the volume things are up to date, and we'll just this looks like it's a 4-minute video. Let's um, let's do this, I guess. I think. Okay, wait. First of all, uh, I will be pausing a lot, of course. Okay, so this is obviously taking place in ZA. Yeah, yeah, because that's the big tower. It's in the middle of the city. Okay, wait. So we have Lucario, Halucha, Pangoro, uh, Heracross, Machamp, and Gallade. All these are fighting types, by the way. Fighting, flying, steel fighting, fighting. I think fighting fairy. I don't remember what typing Gallade is, but I think it's like fighting fairy or something. Um, Gallade. Let's find out. Oh, let's see. Gallade. Gallade. Here it is. Psychic fighting. Okay. Well, I always get fairy and psychic mixed up because their icons are pink. So this is straight up fighting. This is fighting bug. This is dark fighting. So it's kind of, you have a nice general idea here because you got your steel fighting, your dark fighting. And so let's see what the lineups were. And then this is a really nice looking trophy, by the way. Um, okay, so the first match was Halucha versus Gallade. Okay, makes sense. I don't know what these mean. Actual gameplay. Oh, not actual gameplay footage. Someone could probably translate this. I don't know if it says like Halucha and this, or maybe it has the trainer's name. I don't know. Okay, now Pangoro. We can make some. We're not gonna make any assumptions yet, but yeah, we have Pangoro versus Machamp. Then we have Halucha versus Heracross. Okay. Then we have Lucario versus Machamp. Um, in this one, I think Lucario would be at a disadvantage because of the steel typing. Fighting is, I mean, steel is weak to fighting. I don't know though. And then we have the match here of Halucha versus Machamp. Now you'd think that Halucha would have like the advantage here because of its secondary flying typing. That's strong against fighting, but we'll see. I don't know how they're going to play this. But what I do love, before we go any further, is I love how the matches were highlighted with posters. I like that. That's good. And we have the ring here. It looks like there's a lot of people here. Okay, there's the lights, of course. We have Halucha here. Halucha is a bit of a showman, I think. They like to show off, which is really cool. And I love this model. This model is really, really good. Okay, I also love this trainer. The trainer, it has the same colors as Halucha. That's a really nice top that they're wearing. Maybe it's a hoodie. I can't really tell if that's a hood or not. It looks like it might just be a high collar jacket. Also, I like this character model. I know this is probably not an in-game character model. It's just made for this animation, but I do like it. It's really really cool. Um, okay, he's gonna flex. Good. Okay. Also, I did want to point out the music. I know I paused a bunch during it, but I wanted to go over that music. The music is very, very fitting here. I'm gonna go back to the point right here. That's definitely luchador music, Mexican luchador music. It's very, very fitting for this. Yep, yep. And the music is very fitting. I do like that. Okay, so that's blue corner. Now this is the red corner, and this is gonna be well, wait. Well, we already know from the thumbnail that it's Machamp. Wow, yeah, very cool. But you have a nice little aesthetic here. What you have back here is a nice little wrestling intro aesthetic. If you right here, if you watch wrestling even a little bit, then you know there's always fancy pyrotechnics when the wrestlers come in, and that's fitting right here. And red is usually well, usually red is associated with the villain. You see that in the Star Wars franchise, with the red lightsabers being, the dark side and stuff like that. So you see red as being usually classed with you know the dark side, or I won't say evil. I just say that usually red is associated with not so good things. The same is also true in Among Us. Is that red is always sus. They've always pushed. Even the game designers have always pushed that the red player is always sus. Um, Kind of as a stereotype. But anyways, you can see that this is probably a villain. If this was like wrestling, red would be the villain. But it's hard to tell. Also, no ref. You notice the right way there is no ref. Also, Machamp is apparently pretty heavy because just the impact of Machamp landing is knocking back Halucha. But that doesn't stop them from, just dashing right in there. Okay, that is, I'm not sure what move that would be. Would that be a cross chop, maybe? I'm not sure. It's a single, strike. Maybe karate chop? Might be karate chop. I'm not sure. It's one of those moves. He gets staggered a little bit. Okay, that was okay. Double punch? Wait a minute. I'm not sure exactly what move that was, but it's a neat move. We could probably figure this out. We could probably engineer that. Science this out. It would probably be like double hit, maybe, or something like that. Mega punch, maybe. Because double hit usually hits 2 or 3 times. Except that's like a Gen 1 move and maybe it doesn't exist anymore. I don't know. Okay, that was detect. You can basically see right here that right there is detect. Okay, and that is I don't think that's flying press. Um I okay. I'm not sure what. Okay, that might be something like Mega Kick because I don't think that was Sky Uppercut, and I don't think that was Flying Press. I don't know what move that was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't any of those. Oh, he's showboating again. He's gonna get in trouble. Look, hey, look out behind you. That was Focus Blast, maybe. I'm not sure. Then a jump off the rope, and they didn't get out of the ring and out of the weigh in time. So now Machamp is showboating, taking the time to showboat. Yeah, Machamp is like, yeah, I'm the best now. Okay, this is a neat effect too because you get the visual effect of being in Halucha's place, and they're kind of dazed, and they can't really see straight. So they're like, "Get up, get up!" But then, uh-oh, here comes Machamp. So now we go over. Oh, this looks like it's a flashback of some sort. They're looking at the trophy here. It looks like it has the fighting type symbol on it. Now that tells me that you probably have to be a fighting type just to take part in this tournament. Um, I think, but I love this art style, by the way. This art style is very old school and it's two-dimensional. It's very, very nice. And they're all happy and determined, to win. Um, they're training. Lucario's watching them train. Maybe Lucario's helping them train. I don't know. But he's spending a lot of his time flexing, much to her chagrin, of course. She's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be flexing. You should be training." And then there's Gallade. Gallade recovered, but Halucha didn't realize it in time, apparently. Um, so they ended up losing the fight, I guess, which means that this sheds new light. We're gonna watch it again, of course, but that's gonna shed new light. We can basically figure out what each of the bouts were, and basically, what the actual tournament tree would look like. So they're going to train with Noibats, it looks like, and she's lifting a Slowpoke. How heavy is Slowpoke? Let's see. Oh, also, I just noticed that the Noibats are hanging upside down. Okay, so let's science this. We could science this pretty easily. Slowpoke is an average height. Magic Hilmano. Slow Bro. Slow King. Slowpoke. That is a Cantonian Slowpoke. So it is 3'11" and it weighs 78. No, 80 pounds. Weighs around 80 pounds. That is 36 kilograms for in metric. Okay, so she's lifting an 80-pound Slowpoke. Now, he's lifting Noibats. Let's see. IJKLMNO. Noibat. Okay, Noibats weigh, let's round it up. It says 17.6 pounds. In metric, that is 8 kilograms. They weigh 8 kilograms each, meaning that would be 30, well, it's 36. 36 pounds. Now, I don't know how much the bar weighs, but the bats on each side weigh 18 pounds each. So he's lifting total of 36 pounds plus whatever the bar weighs. It doesn't say what the bar weighs. Okay, so she's trying to tell him, you should really quit showboating. But she's like, oh, that's okay. You're still amazing. So he remembers that. Okay. Oh, and gets out of the way just in time. This is really neat, too, because this is reminiscent of a tag team match. Like when wrestlers do a tag team match, you always go to your corner and you tag out. In this case, it's just like a tag in order to get inspiration. But I do love this, and the music here is amazing. We're gonna watch this again just because the okay. We're just gonna go back to this point because the music here changes. That's beautiful. Oh, I guess it's Hawlucha is the one that's mega evolving. Okay, that's cool. What do we have here? Okay, okay. Before we see it, I want to you could kind of tell the music was building up to something. You could just tell. Um, so okay, okay. The chorus is really nice here, by the way. Oh, this is neat. That is that Rey Mysterio's mask? It looks amazing, by the way. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, it has a chest piece here. That's pretty cool. Looks like it has like little black accents. Okay, okay, I see, I see. Are these feathers longer? I wonder. We can maybe compare later. Okay, this looks amazing, by the way. I like this. This is amazing. This is mind-blowing, actually. It does have the typical wrestling match, where you can't see the eyes. That's a nice fit. All the gold here is really nice too. It looks like the loincloth in front is a little bit longer, and the head feathers are a little bit longer too. Looks like they basically stay the same, which I like. Um, Mega Evolution typically, except for like a few cases, like in the case of Absol, I want to say, is usually very, very violent and hurts the Pokemon that Mega evolves. Um, Tyranitar, Mega Tyranitar, I mean, his back splits open. Mega Glalie breaks its jaw, actually. Its jaw unhinges and breaks. Um, I mean, most Pokemon usually suffer intense pain when they Mega Evolve. This looks like this is an actual really good Mega Evolution, because it doesn't look painful. Okay, now let's see. And he's just done with it. Oh, I have to fight him now? Okay, that was a dodge. Um, okay, this tells me a lot. Now it seems to be that Hawlucha is faster, so maybe Mega Evolving made it faster, increased its speed. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure what move that is. Wait, um, I'm not sure what move that is with the hand. That might be like a karate chop, maybe a cross chop. Okay, that was reversal, I think. The spinning thing was, I think, reversal, but I'm not sure. It did knock Hawlucha back though. So okay, that's interesting. That tells me, okay, and you can see he's actually smiling here. That tells me that Hawlucha probably gets speed and at least physical defense when it Mega Evolves, because it didn't take damage from that move, or it didn't have like the same effect as before. And one could argue that was because of the armor it has now, or that it just gained basically when a Pokemon Mega Evolves, it gets 100 extra stat points, and it'll be interesting to see how they're distributed. I'm guessing it will be defense, physical defense, and also speed, but I'm not sure. Okay, that has to be Sky Uppercut. That has to be Sky Uppercut. And you can actually see like the camera panning out. Okay, now that was a seismic toss. A Sky Uppercut into a seismic toss. Of course, that might have been Cyclone or something, or Whirlwind. I don't know. It's just something that whirled. That But it looked like that was an uppercut. That was definitely an uppercut. Okay. Okay. No, that has to be flying press. Yeah, that had to be flying press. Because it's like the signature move. And Machamp is down. Okay. Also, it seems like Mega Evolving has made it less attention seeking, I would say. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be showboating as much. This Mega actually, I think, really reflects the source material though. This definitely looks like a wrestler. It really embraced the wrestler motif. It's very cool. Which is neat. Let's see. That's good sportsmanship. Yep. Okay, wait. Let me look up Halucha. Should be in my book here. Halucha. Here it is. Halucha is a fighting flying type. Okay. It says here that Halucha's natural enemy is noisy groups of primate. That's interesting. It says Imperial height is 2 feet 7 inches tall. Now, I don't know if I can determine what or how tall the Mega is, but regular Halucha there is 2 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 47.4 pounds, or zero point 0.8 meters and 21.5 kilograms. Its special ability is Limber or Unburden. Weaknesses are Electric, Psychic, Flying, Ice, and Fairy. Does not evolve. Interesting. Basically, it being a wrestler, it would have to stay within its weight class, though. So that's probably why the it hasn't evolved much, or the Mega doesn't change it as much as most people would think. Okay, that's cool. Um, let's go back. Here. Okay, so we know that okay, so basically we know that Pangoro fought Heracross because Halucha fought Gallade and Lucario fought Machamp. So I think that we can basically figure out who got wiped out in the first round. Um, but Halucha really improved because it still made it to the finals even though it lost a match, which is kind of interesting. Now let's just check. I'm just gonna check. So yes, we already knew that Halucha was going to take on and lost to Gallade. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. I was wrong, by the way. I just saw that I was wrong. Let's go back just a little bit. Okay. Um, so I was wrong. So, wait. Pangoro would also be really weak to Machamp because of the dark typing. But anyways, oh, wait, did I miss something? Wait. Lucario. Oh, so Lucario took on. That means that Lucario had to take on Heracross. So Lucario beat Heracross. Pangoro lost to Machamp, and technically Halucha lost to Gallade, but because Gallade lost to Well, because everyone else lost to each other, then that just left those two, I guess. Yep. No, I was wrong. Okay, I'm wrong again. Okay. The way that they do this is really fascinating. Um, okay, basically, you're exploiting weaknesses here. We're just gonna look at the posters. Um, Not so much this one. This one doesn't really have the weaknesses here. This is fighting flying, and this is psychic fighting. Um, Technically, fighting would be weak to psychic. So, but because of the flying type, it would be neutral, wouldn't it? Wait, didn't it say that? Okay, it didn't say anything about psychic. I don't think. Oh, think I don't know. Maybe it is still weak to psychic. Let's see. Halucha. I really need to invest in a bookmark. There's Psychic. Okay. That would also probably explain one of the reasons that Halucha lost. Halucha's weak to Psychic. So Gallade here had the type advantage. But Halucha was also showboating. This one, Pangoro had the disadvantage because of the dark typing. Dark is weak to fighting, and since Machamp is basically a pure fighting type, then Pangoro really probably doesn't stand a chance. Okay, this Heracross had a grave disadvantage here. It was quad weak to flying, so I mean Halucha would have made quick work of Heracross. Um, so then Lucario took on Machamp, and it had a disadvantage because it was Steel type. Steel, I think, is weak to fighting, so Machamp also had the type advantage here. And then in this one, Halucha actually had the type advantage because of it being part flying. So basically, they had a round robin where everybody fought each other to a certain extent in like little bouts. But Halucha was, even though it lost once, it was still able to take on the second string winner, and so it was able to progress. I see. This is a beautiful animation, by the way. Very, very 3D, well 3D when rendered. Okay, I like the boots. It looks like it's wearing boots. I will say that. I think that changes too. I think the boots go up higher when it Mega Evolves, but I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. And in the red corner, yeah. Yep. So Halucha might have the type advantage, but Machamp has like the size advantage. Um we saw that Halucha was 2'7". I'm using Imperial. Okay, Machamp. M-A, Magby, Lycanroc. Okay, I need to go a little bit. Machamp, here we go. Machamp is 5'3" tall. Wow. It really does tower over Halucha. And it's 286.6 pounds, or 130 kilograms, 1.6 meters tall. It really towers over Halucha. Hmm. Interesting. So, yeah. Hmm. Okay, I don't know what move that was, unless it might be a take on a flying press, but I'm not sure. Hawlucha can only have 4 moves though, and we know it knows detect. Uh-oh. Okay. Also, the sound kind of got quiet there, which also is probably what would happen if you do suffer like trauma like that. Then your ears are going to be ringing because you can't really hear. Your vision is going to go kind of haywire because your brain just got slightly scrambled from hitting your skull. Because that's what's dangerous is because if you bruise your brain because of impact, then it's really going to mess with things. Get up, get up. Okay. So they trained hard, yeah. Okay, and then well, you can tell something's gonna happen just from the music. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's a nice design, though. I like this design a lot. This design really looks amazing. Yeah, the boots definitely got higher. The boots are now all the way up here. They used to be down right here, but the boots are definitely higher, and they look more like boots actually. They got the little front thing here, so they're that, and then of course the loincloth thing. It did get longer. The feathers there got longer, and I think these feathers here are longer as well. The cape feathers. Very, very nice. This is a really nice shiny. Also, it has longer head feathers. Okay. So that tells me that the physical defense is probably up, and the fact that Haluch is zooming around the arena now tells me that maybe agility is too. I'm not sure though. Um, wait, wait. It said that Billy was unburdened. Wait, unburdened means Wait. Let's see. It says right here. Abilities: limber and burden. Hey, that's interesting. Limber. I mean, unburden. That means you wouldn't have to. That means you'd. Well, unburden means you lose your item or you don't carry an item, and it means your attacks do more or something, doesn't it? Anyways, if you're using the Halucha Light, the Megastone, then unburden wouldn't work. I guess that maybe they'll get a new ability or something. Or Mold Breaker. Wait, Mold. Was it Mold Breaker? I don't remember. So, but I still think that was a Sky Uppercut. Oh, and then now that. Oh, also that it destroyed the ring. I didn't notice that the first time. Yeah, it completely destroyed the ring. Wow, just from the force. Hmm. Yep. Amazing. I do like the design. It's really, really nice. The back feathers here. I don't think that gold has always been there on these. Maybe not. Okay. Cool. Let's see here. I need share. Copy. I'm going to go to Notepad. Oops. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, that was for another video. Control V, video 1. And we're ready. I'm going to hit save. So if anything unforeseen happens, let's go to the official Pokemon YouTube channel, and I think they should have another trailer, shouldn't they? Don't they usually have, here, is this it? Is this it? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, I love this. Um, Also, the model here is super clean. Oh, also in the background we see Houndour. That's cool. We do see this is a green zone. At night it turns red, and then you fight people, I guess. But anyways, see that people are out walking their dog, and people are just out walking. The architecture here is really nice. I do like that. That's so cute. He does strut around, and he does like to show off. Okay, now it's at night, and you can see because the gates are red. That means that it's kind of like lots of trainers are there, and it's like how do I put it? Since it's since it's red and it's night, a lot of trainers gather and you fight them to gain rank, I guess, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, okay. Also, I noticed I mentioned I asked before if the gold was there. It isn't. There's no gold back here, so it does gain some gold on its feathers too. Its back feathers. Okay. Okay, so let's see how it looks, how the Mega looks in game. This is obviously Switch 2 graphics, so the Switch 1 would probably not look this good. Okay, wait, what do we have here? Amazing. Okay, a lot of the glittery gold is gone, and I'm okay with that. This is a very clean design, not gonna lie. We do have the longer feathers here, which is amazing. Um, Very cool. The boots do get bigger, the loincloth does get longer. The feathers get longer too. The cape feathers. Oh yeah, right here. Um, very cool. I do like the feather accents here of the cape and the mantle here. Also, there's the rainbow colors around the head. I think that's basically just residual mega energy. I don't know though. I do also like that how he has a belt. They have a belt, which is kind of interesting. The belt is kind of similar to Machamp's, championship belt, except it looks like this is just made of feathers. It's not like made of actual cloth or anything. Um, Jury's still out on if Machamp, actually wears pants or if the pants are like part of the Pokemon's design wise, Same thing as like Lucario, does Lucario just have thick thighs or does he wear pants? You know. Or does the Pokemon just have fur that is meant to mimic pants? Okay. I'm not sure what move that was, but that was Brave Bird. Okay, that was Brave Bird. That was Flying Press. And this is interesting. Here we have, I don't know if this means anything, but we do have a Pyroar here. A normal fire type. We have Florges here. Now we already know that Floette Eternal, AZ's Eternal Floette is in the game. So Florges might be a reference to that. We do have a Raichu here that is just a Cantonian Raichu, not an Alolan one. We also have a Goodra, which is interesting. Goodra did get a regional form in Gen 8 in the Hisui region in Legends Arceus, the last Legends game. So maybe this could be a reference to the last Legends game, Legends Arceus. Um, huh. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. I don't know. So October 16th is when the game drops. Okay, get a roll holding a Gardevoirite stone as a gift, available to claim until February 28th of next year. Train rolls evolve it into Kirlia, and then Gardevoir, and then Mega Evolve it to unleash its potential. Okay. Anything else? Gift 100 Pokeballs. Serial code available to claim until Saturday, February 28th. Serial code valid through March 10th, 6 days before my birthday. Further details, please check out the official website. Okay. So we've got a lot to unpack here. I think that's all there is. Okay, so let's go back. Okay. So, like the last Legends game, well, similar. In Legends Arceus, you could summon your Pokemon, but they wouldn't follow you. They would just stay in one place. It wasn't a game where if you like summoned your Pokemon, then it would follow you everywhere. It wouldn't. It would just stay in one place, and if you got out of range of it, it would go back to its Pokeball. You could also manually put the Pokemon back in the Pokeball. But so yeah, this looks like this has follow me mechanics where the Pokemon actually follows you, which is kind of neat for a 3D game. Not gonna lie. I mean, we saw this in as early as Gen 2, I want to say. What was it, Gen 1? Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Yellow had the follow me mechanics as well. And then later we saw it in the remake Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Drink some water here. So yeah. Um, let's see. Pokemon Go does have the follow me mechanic also. Provided that you feed your buddy 3 berries or 2 golden pineapples or two silver pineapples or 2 golden raspberries, or 3 of the any of pineapple, the banana berries, or let's see, it goes pineapple, the golden, no, the raspberries or whatever they are. Then they follow you. But there were other games that did have the follow me mechanics. Gen 8 actually had it in the DLC, I think, where, but only on the Isle of Armor you could get Pokemon that would follow you. But like I say, that was only in like the DLC. But anyways, we have Hawlucha here. I love how he struts. That's really cool. Uh-oh, rematch time. And it may get evolve time. It's such a cool design, though. I do love this design. Very, very cool. Really suits the Pokemon, I would say. Hmm. Also, just a sec. Also, um, this has probably been seen before, of course. But when you do defeat an enemy, like right here, you actually knock them out, then they despawn or they retreat to their Pokeball. And also, this seems to be like a scene cut, basically because it goes from. Okay, wait, that was the scene cut. Because here you have Machamp and the trainer presumably being there, and then the trainer is gone. But there are spectators. So good. Very, very cool. Yeah, I do like that one. Looks like this is going to be fun. Um, let's see. Let's go share, copy, and then here. Give me just a second to do my homework, so it's less homework later. There we go. I'm going to save. Anyways, that was neat. I look forward to this. I don't know if I'll actually buy the game release day. I don't think I have the money for it currently. But yeah, I'd like to. And I'd like to play it, but I'm just not sure the money will be there, which is fine. I'll buy it eventually. Probably not on release day. Um, it's fun to buy games on release day because you get, you know, to play them early, on release day, which is I would consider early. And it's kind of fun to do that, because then you don't get spoiled. Then again, I don't really mind getting spoiled about the plot and stuff like that. Um, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll link this video along with the first video we watched, along with a link to the Pokemon Company's YouTube site. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, though. That was really fun to watch, and it looks like for at least for a while they've been releasing steady content, so that's the hype is nice. It's a nice hype season, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I mean, I'm not going to play it the day it comes out or anything like that, but I will probably eventually buy it. When, I'm not sure. Uh, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that is going to do it for this video. If you like this content, make sure you show the original content creator a lot of love. That is the official Pokemon Company. Um, of course, they make great videos because they're a AAA company by now, and all their content is really amazing. But anyways, that is going to do it for me though. If you, but yeah, thanks for watching everyone. You are loved and have a great day.